Last time. We're headed out to Dragon Keep. I do want to take care of something in the meantime. Should be back in a couple hours. Do you mind?
She disappears from time to time. She always comes back.
Hey Lid, did Destana ever come back last night?
Nope, haven't seen her.
I'm starting to wonder if we should be worried.
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torrig, was recently killed. I fear the dead have become restless. The vile arts of necromancy.
I don't want to hear another word about what you're learning from my dead husband.
There's talk of conjuration and necromancy, but I find it hard to believe. Torrig might have done it, returned to this world.
We can consider this incident nothing more than an unfortunate misunderstanding.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
How long have you been the court wizard?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torrig's father. It was Torrig who appointed me to the position.
So you and High King Torrig were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torrig on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king.
Were you there when High King Torrig died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
How did it happen?
Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude, requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torrig to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torrig, it was already too late. By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torrig had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torrig had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torg asunder. You learned something about shouts from Ulfric, didn't you?
A little bit, yes.
In fact, I heard you have a son with him.
That is true. What's that got to do with anything?
You know, I'd prefer if you didn't show your face around here anymore.
Fine. No, you know what? Not fine.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
What's your problem?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
I'll see what I can do.
Hello and welcome to the Stolen Years Part 14. Partly to give her consequences for her actions, and partly because I wanted to see this mod.
Victory!
What the fuck? Did they spawn in and then get fixed by the mod? Yeah, well.
What the hell? Fluck paralysis. Where am I? My head is killing me. Had no magicka for some reason.
Ah, and so finally our guest awakens. My, how confused you look. Fret not. Your questions will be answered soon enough. But first, you must tell me this. Did Sybille Stentor send you?
Yeah, you're the guy I'm supposed to kill, actually.
Yes. I believe I am. But I don't think Sybille Stentor meant for you to kill me. No. You were sent as tribute, to sustain me, to sustain us. She's a vampire too, you see. Before we came to an arrangement with her, we used to feed on the inhabitants of Dragonbridge. Now we leave the poor fools alone. In return, she sends us every sellsword or bounty hunter who annoys her at court. Fortunately for us, Stentor finds a great many people annoying. The last few years have been a veritable feast.
Where am I?
You are in my home, which you so unwisely decided to trespass on. As you entered, you set off one of my protective spells. It paralyzed you and rendered you unconscious. Then, I brought you here.
Who are you, exactly?
Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Androsius Unval. I am a priest of the Lord of Domination, Molag Bal, and the leader of his eponymous cult. Charmed, as ever.
What do you want with me if not to kill me?
Well, I would have thought that was obvious. Have you not felt the weakness spreading in your limbs? The fever, the cold sweat, the strange thirst? You, my friend, are turning into a vampire.
You fucking bastard. I know cure disease, but no magicka. Why are you doing this?
Because our Lord has marked you as one of his chosen, and I see why. There is a power resting in you. I cannot discern its nature, but it is palpable. You will serve our Lord well.
If you think I'd serve Molag Bal just because I'm a vampire, you're a dumbass.
Ah, but you forget, my friend, that our Lord is the Prince of Domination. Whether tomorrow or in the next era, your will shall be his to command. This is but the beginning of your servitude. Of course, you could try to kill yourself before you turn. Perhaps that would change your fate. Then again, perhaps our Lord would simply drag your soul to Cold Harbor anyway, to labor forever as a petty slave. I simply don't know. But all this talk has made me thirsty. I'll retire now and join my coven for a drink. I leave you to ponder your fate. A word of parting advice, my young friend. The harder you resist, the deeper will be your despair. But accept your fate now, and you will find peace. Trust me, I know.
For anybody playing this mod, there are a lot of long pauses in there, so you might think your game is messed up. And it's good that they removed my ability to cast spells right now.
Damn it. He really did think of everything. My usual backup is magic. If I did still have the skeleton key, that would be the only way. Fuck this guy.
I feel like it's pretty immersive that they gave you that option. Game has just auto-saved. Can you muster the courage to do it, or will you take the coward's path and do nothing? For me, both options led to this bear cell, so... A sharp pain pierces your stomach. Never have you felt so thirsty. As you get your bearings, you notice a piece of paper in your robe's pocket. You should have just woken up in the river near Dragon Bridge. You are now a child of the night. My child, in fact. I apologize for leaving you in the wilderness undefended, but I have work. Reminds me of my childhood. Some of my jealous disciples are planning to kill you the moment I leave. We can't have that. You are destined for great things, my child. My stuff's in Pine Moon Cave. Feel free to slay whatever remains in my coven in Pine Moon Cave. You may wish to drink beforehand. Enjoy those first few necks, they are the choicest. As a parting gift, I pass on to you these 3 teachings. Drink deep and often our Lord's fountain, savor every drop. Never reveal yourself to lesser beings for any reason. Let the Lord into your heart, he will fill it with purpose. Farewell, young one, until our next meeting. I look forward to seeing what you become. Androsius Unval.
What day is it? God, I'm hungry. Maybe... I heard that guy Morthal had a cure? First things first, though. Sorry, bear, but I've eaten bear meat before. This isn't that much different. They gave me these tools. I might as well use them.
Wow, that's really disappointing. They all suck.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
I can't wait to have the Now let's get this over.
So it's a drain off, I see. Who's better at sucking?
For someone who's been doing this a while, all of you are terrible.
Aha, there's my stuff. I could at least try the vampire fashion. Wow, very booby. Well, if nothing else, she looks pretty cool. Yeah, I waited till night because as a regular-ass vampire, she's got some significant debuffs during the day. Don't worry about me. Nobody looked directly in my eyes. Although, normal people don't seem to be able to see that. I've postulated that you have to have magica senses. And some regular people can get like a hint of it. It's like the random farmer who has some talent but never studied magic.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
Like so.
Heard any rumors lately?
They say Falion of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all manner of undead.
Damn Stormcloak rebels. Every one of them.
Not rebels anymore.
My talents are much needed here in order to keep Morthal safe.
I've heard you're an expert in vampirism.
I know many things. I've studied things beyond the reach of most humans. Traveled the Oblivion Plains, seen things one should not see. I have met Daedra and Dwemer, and everything in between, and I know enough to see a vampire where others would see a man.
Yeah, not really a manpire. More like a womanpire. I'm looking for a cure.
It is possible. I know of a ritual, but have never performed it. It requires a filled black soul gem. You will need to kill someone. When you have a gem and have filled it, return to me and I will perform the ritual. I will bring life to your dead body, vampire.
I'm pretty sure there was a filled black soul gem in Pine Moon Cove.
I have a filled black soul gem.
Very well. Meet me at the summoning circle in the marsh at dawn. We shall banish the creature you have become.
Jeez, it's really foggy out here. Makes me wish I had clear skies.
Good, you're here.
Let's get this over with.
As you desire. I call upon Oblivion Realms, the home of those who are not our ancestors. Answer my plea. As in death there is new life, in Oblivion there is a beginning for that which has ended. I call forth that power. Accept the soul that we offer. As the sun ends the night, end the darkness of this soul. Return life to the creature you see before you.
That's not a nice thing to say.
The ritual is complete.
Wow, I really expected some sort of visual effect.
Bear in mind I can probably only do this for each individual once, maybe twice if you're lucky.
Well, hopefully I don't get entrapped like that again.
Your eyes seem back to normal. They look much nicer like this.
Thanks again, Falion.
Be careful out there.
Surely you have something better to do.
Hey, what the fuck? You sent me to a vampire camp to die.
Hey, watch it!
At the very least, I owe you an ass kicking. And you owe me an explanation.
An explanation? At the gift of vampirism?
Ha ha ha, you think that was a gift?
Well, yes. I've served in this court for over 60 years, and I haven't aged a day. Think about it. You'd be queen of the hill forever.
Yeah, until some foolhardy adventurer comes and guts me.
Well, fine. You don't need to accept it. In fact, seems like you already devised a way out. For your help with Elisif and Torig, and because the first gift wasn't accepted, allow me to make it up to you. I have a lot of experience.
Whoa! Okay.
Solitary is the life of a vampire hiding their existence in plain sight.
Huh. I'm a little drained.
Look, we need to keep this quiet between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. It takes a lot of confidence to bed a vampire. We should talk again sometime.
From a dark story to suddenly it's Amorous Adventures again. Surprise! But that's just how I do.
Do you feel alright?
First of all, I don't know what that noise was, but it went away. Also, yep, I've got SV again. She just gave it to me. Confirmed it is an STD, and it goes to show you that she can't tell the difference between being tired and turning. But after that experience, she would definitely immediately go to the temple.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Thanks, random bystander. I do wish I could get Blessing of Talos. He got no shrine.
Feel free to take a seat or pray at the shrines. We appreciate worship in all its forms.
Except Talos, you mean?
One of the alcoves up front is empty.
Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so.
No, but the warp in the west made him a god. You know, retroactively.
Give me a hug, kid. I missed you.
You're back. I told them you'd be back.
Yeah, of course. Was there ever any doubt?
Someone there? Whatever he used to be, he was just another warlock now. One I've been looking for since he killed 2 women. Legally, they were innocent. Murder. He soul-trapped 2 people. Do you know what that means? Even if they had been guilty, there would be no redemption for him. Platitudes and prayers don't save people from monsters. Butchers with big swords do. If you grow tired of wasting your life, you should join us.
Who is us?
The Witch Hunters Guild.
Seems it has nothing to do with the keep on the other side of the mountain.
So, hello again. Part B, this is Rohisa.
I'm intrigued by this organization. Who are you?
I was Penitus Oculatus until my injury. I used the skills from my intelligence gathering days to gather information for hunts. No discounts.
Got any guidance? Special information?
Ah yes, special information. Let me guess, you are looking for something that will help a mere mortal stand against mages and monsters. Tell you what, there is a disease going around Skyrim called Mage Blight. As the name implies, having the disease is extremely detrimental to mages.
Do you take apprentices?
If by apprentice you mean errand boy, yes. I have a letter I need delivered. I'll pay. If you don't fuck up there may be better work after. I want you to go to the East March Gentlemen's Club, just south of Kindness Grove, and tell the manager you are behind on shipments.
Who are you?
I am the guild master of this little band of thugs. I used to be a hunter myself back in my youth, but hunting isn't an old man's game.
Can I join this guild?
This is the Witch Hunters Guild, an old skooma den that now serves as a base of operations for retainer and bounty hunters while hunting abominations. We aren't really a formal organization, just behave yourself. Grab a key and find a chest. There is a starter kit inside for new hunters.
What is a witch hunter anyway?
Just a bounty hunter who specializes in witches, warlocks, Daedra, werebeast, vampires, and other undead. The Dawnguard are effective, but too specialized. The Vigilant are more religious than militant, and are better at investigation than extermination.
It seems the hunter from back then isn't here.
You there, have you accepted the teachings of Merinunda, the Lady of Light, into your life?
She wouldn't say it like this, so I'm making my own dialogue.
That's the elven name for Meridia. You know, she's considered a Daedra.
No, you hear then? Merinunda is a Magnigi. Daedra simply means not an Aedra, only lesser minds cannot draw further distinction. If Magnus returned, would you scorn him as a Daedra as well? Merinunda, the Radiant, once saw Lurkan's treachery and fled during the dawn, for she is cursed by the fool priest of the Aedra. Her foresight allowed her to escape the death of the Aedra. As such, she was able to return in all her full glory to watch over us now. Who is more deserving of worship? The corpse-segged Arche who is helpless to the predation of the war moon, or Merinunda, the Prince of Life? If you come to see reason, I will sell you her gifts. May they light your path and put the walking dead into a final rest.
Sounds fine. Do you have any work?
I do, as a matter of fact. There is an abandoned prison just north across the river from Fort Emil, which was the site of a great tragedy. The dead still roam the prison as ghosts. These must be put to rest, but ghosts have no standing bounty, so the thugs here refuse to do it. I am a priest, not a soldier, or I would do it myself. If you fully clear the prison, I will teach you a spell to purify undead.
Well, actually, Daedra means not our ancestors. Also, since dealing with Daedra doesn't give actual quests, here's the World of Warcraft quest noise. Dark out here right now. Way past our little half-Magnagi's bedtime.
Try the bar.
Oh.
They stock all the good stuff.
Excuse me. Bloody Oblivion, what kind of place is this? You're behind on shipments.
Ah, yes, I am. However, it is out of my control. The precursor supply has stopped abruptly. I cannot reach any of my contacts.
Definitely too young to be going in there. I think this might be the abandoned prison that Alternate Start uses, which is going to be pretty wild. Yes, she is half Aedra, Magnagi specifically. Other half, Breton. Currently on a quest for some relics for High Rock. She already has Chrysamere, as you can see. I like this model for Chrysamere, and the like glowy trail effect it's got. I don't know if I want to dive down there into that pit. I'm just here for a simple job. Huh. Well, who's the actual bad guy here? Bandit or ghost? That ghost is named. Huh, well, he beat all the bandits on his own, and he's got his own dialogue, so I guess I'm not supposed to kill him.
Who is this woman, Fjona?
She was my master. I do not recall the name of my wife, or if I had one, for that is a life now twice removed. Last I saw her, she was in Whiterun, I believe, at the hall of your Vaxker.
I looked it up and he's a 3D NPC. That makes sense. I don't really want to wade through that novel right now, but I will look for Fjona as a small sidetrack. We can't let the prisoners out, so either kill them or let them drown. So this fort was sinking, and that's why it's an abandoned prison. Huh. Here it is. Alternate start. And that's where the statue of Mara sits. For both our benefits, I'm going to skip past where I got a Whiterun, because she's not there.
The wolves strode upon great Vaxker to meet the sons of Iskar. Amor. They said, what are you but a harbinger to leave us hopeless and forlorn?
Ah, greetings, fellow traveler. I apologize for my singing. I didn't realize I had an audience.
Beautiful song.
It's more ominous than beautiful.
But I suppose its melody won't lack for suitors. To be a companion, to be part of the circle, one must give up a piece of their humanity. It was not something I was willing to give. The only strength that you can truly...
Rude! I guess the wolves got tired of listening to her talk.
The wolves strode upon great Vaxker to meet the sons of Iskar.
I know that's not intended, but it's kind of cool.
Said, what are you but a harbinger to leave us hopeless and forlorn? Who wooed for its fangs and spread its claws, and tore at its own hide? Drink the blood and become my sons, or by dawn you'll not survive. I was born again.
Why did you cut ties with your familiar?
My familiar? How do you know about him?
Found him in a prison in Eastmarch.
But how? How is that even possible? I knew our bond was strong, unusual even, but well, what did he want?
You could try summoning him and asking him.
I think you vastly overestimate my magical ability. The summoning of that ghost was an accident.
The sad thing is there's no actual interaction between them, which kind of seems like bad writing. Just a random ghost that's meant to lead into her backstory, which doesn't seem on brand for her. And she doesn't even have like a big quest or anything.
Trading her profits for a poorly made bow.
That's your best, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything to say. Only just talks about her. Anyway, back on track.
Need something?
I put your spirits to rest.
Good. Here, spell Tom to unleash purifying blast of Merrin and his starlight.
I swear this witch hunter stuff is going somewhere.
And what might you need?
What now?
Hold on a tick.
Need something?
You're a vampire, mate. It's plain as day.
Guilty. I did finally find the man who did this to me. Up for some vampire hunting?
Of course.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
Yes, next to Pine Moon Cave is this necromancer vampire camp. Let's see what happens. As always, I've got my summoned berserker horse.
You think you stand a chance?
Where did that orc go? You appear to be the master vampire here.
Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Androsius Unval. I am a priest of the Lord of Domination.
You're a strong one, but I also happen to have an Aedric artifact. Stendar's mercy be upon you, for I have none to spare.
And just like that, that subplot is all wrapped up. Next time, either another episode of smithing, or more of Rohis's quest. I'll decide later. But anyway, so long. Thanks for watching.